Arshad Khan, there is a feeling that some of the measures that the government has taken proved to be short-term measures. In 2008, as we all know, the government pumped in 2 lakh crore as stimulus. Now it warded off the recession to some extent, but the common man remained where he was. It didn't help the common man. Why is that?
Let me explain the nuances of what happened. In 2008, when there was a global meltdown in economy, a lot of foreign direct investment, which was part of India's growth story, was pulled out. The government had to enter because the reforms was an ongoing process. There had to be money put in there, and the government had to do it from its own savings and from the pool of money that it had. In addition to that, the government also had pumped in a lot of money on its social sector program. So obviously, all of this money did go in some direction. If the government did not support that, did not ward off that recession, even we would be tottering under recession as several other economies like the BRIC economy, the Brazil, Russia, Ukraine story. You look at everywhere, the growth rate is about 4 to 6%, and they are all facing recessions, whereas we are continuing to register 8.2%.
But Arshad Khan, how do you tell the common man that don't worry, you have to pay more, but you know the country is not under recession, so we are good?
Well, sir, you know what, in this case, all political parties with divergent viewpoints must come together to explain to the common man rather than playing opportunistic politics. This is not an issue for scoring points.
Oh my God.
This is not, an issue for scoring points.
You scoring points, Ms. Shahi.
Wow.
That's what he says.
जब सरकार फेल हो गई है, तो हम सरकार को सरकार चलाने में मदद करें और फिर इनको हार डलवाएं. वाह जी वाह. ये काम नहीं है हमारा.
One thing that I have not heard so far.
मदद तो उनकी एलाइज कर रहे हैं, आप तो मदद नहीं कर रहे सरकार चलाने में.
नहीं, वो कह रहे हैं जी मदद करो.
When I say everybody should converge, when I say everybody should converge, my idea was in the last 3 days I have not heard a single BJP leader talk of a definite proposal that will help ward off this.
We are not supposed to run the government. If we don't have the mandate to run the government, they have the mandate to run the government. They should run the government. Whenever the opposition has come up with any suggestion, they have wished off of opposition. They have snubbed off of opposition by saying राजनीति करते हो. कांग्रेस का एक ही डायलॉग हमेशा रहा, जब कभी भी opposition ने कोई बात उठाई है, उन्होंने कहा राजनीति करते हो और उसको रफा दफा कर देते हैं.
Coming to the specifics, why do you think 5 crore people have slumped below the poverty line?
This is my point, sir. वो कहते हैं जी
what is your understanding? What is your understanding? Why has this happened?
Because yes, very rightly so. I feel that there is a leadership failure in the Congress. There is no leader in the Congress. The Prime Minister is not a leader. He is a nice man, an economist with no powers. He is not a leader.
Let's see how an economist will defend the other economists. Yes, Professor Sawhney.
The point is, every time we debate about prices, I think we deviate from the point and we take it into the realm of politics. The question is that when we are asking for salary hikes, wage hikes, 6th pay commission, etc., we are placing a lot of purchasing power in the hands of the people. Now, when we are doing that, we are very happy to get those salaries. We are very happy to, get that kind of money. But when it is the purchasing power which has come into our hands, then obviously there is going to be demand-supply mismatch.
Okay. Let's move to the second point. Now, Arshad, we were just talking about the food grains and the rising food prices. The opposition is demanding that 1/3 of the reserve food grains be pumped into the market. Why is the government not doing that?
Well, I told you before also, the government has to look at it with a lot of prudence. It just can't involve itself in populist moves, which I think right now is the need of the hour for the opposition.
I think you can do that because again this time the monsoon has been good. So there will be a bumper crop. So whatever is in store, at least 1/3 of that can be
those are the measures that the government is seriously considering. It's not something that the BJP had to come and tell us. It's something that has been on the drawing board for long, and the government has taken proactive action. I just want to give you two figures which are very important. You got to hear these figures to understand that the growth in agriculture has gone from 4 to 6% in the same time when there's talking inflation. What the economist on the panel is saying and what I'm saying is the same. When you have buying power, you need the demand supply inadequacy bridged. So the agricultural increase in production is from 4 to 6% is a very healthy sign. Look at the service sector, it's just gone down from 10.1 to 9.4%, which means that while all of this is happening, we still are growing. We are continuing the growth story, we are improving on agriculture. All we have now to do is to control inflation, which we are doing. And for that, if there is anybody who is willing to make suggestions, we are all then happy to take it.
Now, this is very interesting.
Are you impressed? Are these figures encouraging? Ms. Shahi feels that this is just juggling of figures. figures, nothing more.
I'm not impressed in the sense of being impressed, but that's true what he said. Because you see, when he says the service sector growth has marginally slowed down, that is also because of the global factors. Because, you know, we are not able to export as much of our services as we have been doing earlier. That's one thing. The other thing which ma'am said that, you know, whenever the income rises, the prices rise much faster. But that's not something which has happened only recently. This has always been the case.
Yes.
This
Why
is
not
what
change
the-
economic
and
policy?
I would like to cite three examples
and
of what the
now
government is going to change
Mr.
this.
Arshad said this is very interesting, that why not all the parties converge and put up suggestions. Now if the BJP has given a suggestion of release of the food grain, this is the arrogance of the Congress. They say we don't need BJP to come and tell us. Now this is a contradiction.
Food grains does
Is not a suggestion for lowering inflation.
No, ma'am.
Let me give you three examples of what the government has done.
Quickly,
Very
quickly,
quickly.
since we are running out of
The
time,
import duties have been reduced to 0% on rice, wheat, pulses, edible oil and other essential commodities. Raw sugar, which had been put on a special license category, is now free license category, zero import duty. Procurement of milk, we have higher the prices. We have reduced levies on skimmed milk from 15 to 5%. What is the government doing? It's being proactive. One has to listen to all of these
So
to
you mean-
understand.
you
that
mean-
this is what
you
is
mean we
required
need
to
to
be.
wait and watch.
आपको जनता ने मैंडेट दिया, एक बार 5 साल का दिया, दोबारा 5 साल का दिया, कागज देखने के लिए, आंकड़े देखने के लिए नहीं दिया। आज कांग्रेस की ये हालत है, एक तो लीडरशिप फेलियर है, ऊपर से दे आर सिंपली नॉट बॉदर्ड अबाउट पीपल। एंड व्हाई दे आर नॉट बॉदर्ड अबाउट पीपल इज बिकॉज दे थिंक कि लोगों का क्या है, 5 साल तो उन्होंने हमें करार कर लिया 5 साल का, अब 5 साल तो दे आर कैप्टिव, कहीं जा नहीं सकते हैं, इनको खूब नचोड़ो, जब इलेक्शन आएंगे उससे 2 महीने पहले थोड़ी प्राइसेस कम कर दो, जनता भोली भाली है, उदार दिल की है, भूल जाएगी।
I'll just come back to you. Professor Soni, now the Reserve Bank of India has been hiking interest rates. They've done it a number of times.
Yeah.
Now, is that a good measure?
It is a good measure, because I was just going to supplement it earlier, that there have to be monetary steps that need to be taken along with the fiscal steps which have been taken to a certain extent, but then we also need to do a little more. One thing which
You
I
see,
want to...
on the interest rates, the banks are unhappy because they feel that the growth rate slows down.
Not really. What has happened right now is that only the real estate and the auto sector has slowed down a little bit. All the other sectors have not yet shown any signs of slowing down. And what is important is that we need to push the reforms forward, which probably the coalition politics is not allowing us to. So I think there is a need for another push to economic reforms, be it UPA or NDA, you know, we don't care.
I think once the prices come under control, then maybe we can look at into that
No, but
direction.
I'm sure the prices will come under control.
Will come under
if we-
control. Okay,
yeah.
Arshad Khan, now the BJP is also demanding increase in capital expenditure because they feel that when you increase the revenue expenditure, it kind of adds to the fiscal deficit.
Well, you know, let me answer that by saying if you don't add to revenue expenditure, what you end up getting is huge lot of unemployment. Now, yes, there would be a little control in inflation, but what do you do even if you have low prices when people are not even employed? It's a back to square situation. I mean, for a good economist, there has got to be a right balance between growth and inflation. And that is why I began by saying, while I am with the opposition on the concern for food prices, I am not with them when they say you are the sole reason, it's because of Mrs. Gandhi and because of Rahul Gandhi. This is political rhetoric.
Arshad,
They have nothing to do
It's
with
not
this.
political
This has nothing to do
rhetoric.
with economics of the country.
The Congress does not have a leader. That's a leadership failure.
Sahib,
Or what is
if
the
you ask a
impact of
congressman, he
corruption?
can possibly say the same things about the BJP.
No sir, this is not a tu-tu meme of BJP and sorry, a section of media has been giving them a covering fire, I would say. Whenever the BJP raises the issue of corruption or price rise, आ जाता है तुमने अपने सामने में क्या किया, ठीक है 2004 में हो गया हिसाब, आपका ये जवाब है देश को कि अगर उन्होंने इतना किया तो हम तो लूट के खा जाएंगे. What do you have to say on this? 2.25 लाख करोड़ का 2G स्कैम है आपका, 76,000 करोड़ गेम्स में खा गए आप. What nexus all this has with the price rise? आप देश को दोनों हाथों से लूट रहे हो, आंकड़े बता रहे हो, and let
An
madam
interesting
say,
point. She's raised an
yes,
interesting point. Professor Soni, how do you increase the capital expenditure then? If this money, if this corruption was to be reduced, a lot of that money would automatically go into capital expenditure.
See, the point is that by capital expenditure we mean that we need to invest more in infrastructure.
Yes.
So that we have long-term assets created in the country. But of course, there she is right that if there is so much of corruption going on in various sectors of the economy, and for corruption again,
so do we need another stimulus of the kind that came in 2008?
Not really. I think we need to first clean our house, and for that I would not say that it is government A or government B which is corrupt. For the people of India, I think it's something which has been happening for a very long time. It's just that we've become too
But time has come to take a call on that.
Yes.
Arshad Khan, now another issue which is bothering the people is the fuel hike. It has happened so many times. And the opposition is saying that a lot of subsidy on diesel is actually being cornered by the rich.
Point well taken, which is why the finance minister today has agreed to reduction of that 15% of levy on diesel automobiles. Such are suggestions that we would want to take. In addition to that, let me please say that what we now require are not fiscal reforms, we require policy reforms. Allow me to say three things. First, deregulation or decontrolling of petrol prices. It was something that was very badly opposed. The government stood by it.
Second,
land acquisition, FDI into retail. These are all coalition compulsions of politics. We are unable to perform this. Once very
valid, all 3 points. Now, Ms. Sahi, FDI in retail in the multi-brand sector. Why is the BJP opposing it? A lot of people feel that it will add to competition and it will actually help the common man.
I don't think at this stage it will help the common man, because see the situation in the country as it is. Things are so expensive. With FDI is coming and taking over what small jobs our people have. Do you think that we are generating employment?
No, ma'am. No.
Do you think we are generating employment in this?
Sorry, what is your take? Will FDI help the common man?
Of course,
I don't think we are doing this.
FDI is coming not in the, we are not employing people in the country from foreign countries to come and take up the jobs. It's only the foreign
added competition.
No, it is not just competition. I give you an example. I have previously also said I am not an economist, just as a common person. It is a style of the foreign players that they introduce any product in the foreign market at a very low price. For instance, Woodland shoes. I remember I bought the first Woodland shoe worth rupees 550. Now, within 5-6 years only, I go to the same shop, not a shoe less than 5,000, 6,000. Why? They make you addicted to this and then they increase the price.
Even the local shoe companies, even the Bata company, they have also jacked up the prices. But anyway.
Yes, this is what happens. Competition comes not in the quality but in the price. If they have risen the price, the locals also rise the price.
Now, since we are running out of time, Ms. Sahi, a quick question. What should be done to bring down the prices in your opinion?
What I say is that there is a leadership failure. Look at the country from a leader's eye, give a direction and a vision to the country and to the technocrats and bureaucrats. It is the job of the government. One. Second is, for God's sake, stop looting the country anymore.
Time to put your house in order.
Yes.
and lead from the front. Arshad Khan, what needs to be done besides whatever the government is doing?
Let me just quote Amartya Sen, a Nobel laureate in economics, who said that India's growth story can only sustain if it can bring in a lot of money in the social sector and call for inclusive growth. That's what the government is trying to do. Look at all flagship programs of the government, they are social sector reforms, and importantly, it's an inclusive growth. Look at it because of
NREGA, you need to have money.
But you also have to have state governments which need to, do certain things. For example, Punjab has such a high rate of tax on the fuel that it is much more than any. For example, between Punjab, Haryana and Chandigarh, Punjab has the highest rate of diesel and petrol.
So a number of steps at the state level.
At state level, that's very important. And the other thing is, of course, I agree with her that corruption needs to be tackled upfront. That is, and there are no two opinions about it. I'm sure the government is not saying that we will not tackle corruption. It's only a matter of time.
But I think we are all moving in that direction. I think a Lokpal bill has also been introduced in the parliament. Complex phenomenon, but hopefully there is light at the end of the tunnel, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining us in the discussion. Rising food and fuel prices have become a major concern, and the discussion in the parliament is very timely. The government needs to adopt a multi-pronged approach, the focus of which should be providing the much needed relief to the common man. With that, we end this edition of Prime. We meet again tomorrow with another issue. Good luck and goodbye.